mistake on the slam dunk. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Durant, no good.
I would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Thunder lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's fun to watch.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Watson out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then there's Hill. And it's Scola in the power forward position. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Roy Hibbert has now mastered what he calls, quote, the straight up. He once saw Dwight Howard in the finals jump and absorb contact without fouling, and Hibbert thought to himself, I've got to learn how to do that. In drills, his coach, Frank Vogel, made him defend 2 players at once without fouling. At first, he wanted to give up, but guys, that is how he perfected it.
He sure has. Coach Vogel making sure the refs honor it. Doris, thanks.
C.J. Watson at 6'2" is an outstanding shooting combo guard. He's an excellent marksman from behind the three-point line, which helps his team space the floor, but he's also an underrated defender.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. And for Watson, between his outside shooting guys and his solid defense, he makes a nice backup.
Yeah, pretty good at getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. You know, a player who spent a little time in the D-League out of college and now has really solidified his place as an NBA player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. Westbrook comes in for Waiters. And Durant subbed in for Augustine. Donald Sloan's checked in for the Pacers.
Yeah, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
That's the key, Steve. They'll stay in control of this game if they can just avoid any lulls going forward.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
And Westbrook is a phenomenal rebounder and scorer at the point guard position. He gets steals. He really is one of the stat sheet stuffer supreme guys in the league.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
He feeds it to Durant. That's good from 17 feet away. Durant's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder. And Westbrook every season among the league leaders, Steve, in assists, but also, unfortunately, in turnovers.
Well, with his scoring burden, you know, that's to be expected. It's definitely an area to continue to improve.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother. Here is Mahinmi.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
The Pacers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Thunder. They lead by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, he had a sensational first half, which was made, I think, even more significant given the amount of extra defensive help was paid to him.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. And I'll bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final two quarters.
Ran outside at the three with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Anthony Morrow. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half.
George Hill, an efficient combo guard. He was acquired by the Pacers in a draft day deal back in 2011. That was the Kawhi Leonard trade, with Leonard, of course, going to the Spurs. It's a trade that benefited both sides.
And he lays in the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the pass to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like the choice, making the conservative finish, making sure of the 2 points.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Stuckey's checked in. George dishes to West. Shot is no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Well, you wondered how things would go for the Pacers after they had a hiccup midseason. Had to call players-only meeting.
And did so very close to the playoffs, Kevin. This team struggled because of its youth in handling the extra scrutiny and the burden of expectations. And it took them a while to kind of figure it out. And weren't quite as good as they wanted to be during the playoffs.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris, that's for sure. Thanks. Here's Durant. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Then you can see how it affected the team early on in the playoffs. The Hawks took them to 7 games. They had some trouble with Washington. Definitely seemed like they had some issues to figure out.
They get it. Back, knocks it loose. Durant with the steal. Westbrook with it. George picks him up. And Durant gets double teamed. It's Westbrook with the drive. 6 to shoot. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And Westbrook gets it to go.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Hill passes to George. Stuckey outside. From deep. No good. Here's Westbrook. On the court for Indiana. Hill is up there with Allen. Then there's C.J. Miles. Then it's Watson. And it's Mahinmi in the center position.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
They get it back. Allen, that's good.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
That's a bad shot. You really hurt your team by taking a shot from that range. You put your defense in jeopardy.
And it certainly won't make him any friends with his teammates. That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
Singler outside. Back to Durant. Fires the three. And that one's good.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
And the Pacers call time here.
You know, Kevin Durant has really worked hard on his ball handling and passing, and it's a response to facing constant traps and double teams in the playoffs. In those situations, being able to escape pressure and find the open man, that is crucial to his success.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He told them, no holding back. I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, ask for a sub. No time to rest now. Let's get after it. Kevin, he wants everything they've got.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Indiana. Donald Sloan comes in for C.J. Watson. Now here's Westbrook. Passes it to Singler. It's Durant on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the layup is good.
And Durant actually played point guard in high school his freshman year. But a 5-inch growth spurt his sophomore year took him from 6'3" to 6'8" and moved him from guard to forward.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Durant.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Durant. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Indiana also making some changes. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Hibbert. Hill comes in for George. And it's Watson in for C.J. Miles. And when Durant played in Seattle, he played shooting guard. Steve in Oklahoma City, they put him at small forward.
Well, it's a more natural position for him. And, you know, he's worked hard to kind of lower his shoulders when he's dribbling in traffic, trying to find angles that he couldn't get to before. And he's cut down his turnovers. But when he gets to his spot, you know, kind of at the elbows or in the paint, he rises up and he just shoots over the top of everybody.
Solomon Hill.
You know, the dunks are few and far between for the big guy, but every once in a while we get one just like that.
It's not hard to believe that kind of size might keep you from being a high flyer.
Yeah, that's a lot of man right there to try to get up off the ground, Kevin.
Waiters, so no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on